Hello everyone, I am Sinem from Turkey, and today I will share my project called Industrial Alchemy, the Kinesis state of the memory, which is located in Zonguldak. It's a bit hard to pronounce it right, but at the end you will get very close to it. Turkey is a peninsula at the intersection of Europe and Asia, where maritime trade is very important. And Zonguldak is a port city at the northern coastline of Turkey. And this port city has many industrial settlements and a railway line connection between them. And today I will continue through these three main topics. The first one is the natural formation of Zonguldak. And the second one is the coal city and urban memory. And the third one is my proposed intervention for the area. The phase one is the natural formation of Zonguldak. And let's go back in time. Due to the harsh rainfalls, the geography has a unique vegetation and intense forests. And these rainfalls and tectonic movements have started to shape the valleys. The vegetation has trapped under the water. So heavy rain caused water streams and vegetation, and these natural forces formed the valleys through erosion. And over the time, this underwater accumulation has trapped the living species such as insects and plants, and these formed the coal formation. And I am proposing that we can consider the Earth as an archive of the time. And my question is, what is coal? Is it just a black, smoky energy resource? Or is it the memory of the Earth? And the second phase is the coal city and urban memory. After the Industrial Revolution, coal became essential for the countries. And in 1829, coal was found in Zonguldak for the first time. To stay competitive in the global economy, Turkey had to face the Industrial Revolution. And the early investments has started in the city. And these are the historical photographs in Zonguldak, showing the industrial settlements in history. And in a short time, foreign capital has entered the city, and this is a French map showing the coal reserves in Zonguldak. And after 1849, a port and a railway line were built in the city. And in the early years of the Republic of Turkey, coal became a national asset. And Zonguldak was not just a city anymore, it was the engine of development in Turkey. And new technologies were integrated to enhance the productivity, and one of them is a Varagel system. It is a gravity-based cableway system, enabling coal transportation through an inclined track through the valleys. And also, many housing projects were developed to meet the needs of the labor force in the city. Also, social infrastructure were built, such as tennis courts, a cinema building, movies, literature, and sport clubs among them. And while the coal production was building the urban memory, it was also unbuilding the life, the nature, the air. Energy is a paradox. Energy is power, but energy kills. It builds nations and at the same time it kills people. It controls the humanity. In history, mining activities caused many accidents and disasters, and many people lost their families, their father, their children in the mines. And many of the workers have affected by the diseases caused by coal dust exposure. And in the current situation, mining activities are slowing down, and the industrial sites are falling abundant in the city. And 14% of the total land used in Zonguldak is abundant due to these industrial heritages. One of these abundant industrial heritages is Üzülmez Valley, which is located near a river and 2 active coal institutions. And the project area is mostly affected by the industrial sounds of these institutions. And the study continues with analyzing the urban memory sequences in this valley. These are the inactive memory sequences, active memory sequences, and the inactive production routes. The active ones are the coal institution, the river, and the main roads. Active mine, subsidizing topography and soundscape of the valley. And the inactive ones are the historical production buildings in the valley. These are existing in the valley and abundant in the current situation. Also, old mines, a coke chimney and underground coal formation among them. The historical routes are this Varagel route and routes of the railway. So I am proposing a new terminology for this current situation. The fantasy state of the memory is the inactive state of memory, where urban rituals, habits, and values are lost. These are abundant, unused, lifeless, and detached from their origin. And these are the inactive ones. The Kinesis state of the memory is the active state of memory, where these urban rituals, habits, and values are alive. These are used, living, shared, and interacting with their origin. And these are the active ones in the valley. And this time my question is, what comes after the coal? The valley has the risks of losing urban memory, economic downturn, unemployment and emigration, and need for a clean energy form. And the third phase is my proposed intervention for the area. The design purpose is to revitalizing these cultural heritages by reconstructing the urban memory. The natural layer has the forest, the river, and the topography. The historical layer has the buildings of production. The historical routes are Varagel and railway routes. And the active sequences in the valley are coal institutions and topographical subsidence. And I am proposing a new building complex for this area, a technopark complex, which is integrated to the existing memory sequences. It is located on both sides of the main road and creates a dialogue within themselves. And this is my proposal technopark complex. It has the innovation lab, the modeling lab and workshops, the museum building and exhibition building, and also service buildings. To revitalize this area, the first phase is tracing the movements of the topography, the subsidence. Topographical subsidence is the landslide down of the earth over the old mine tunnels, which are abundant. And this is my hand drawing showing these movements. And over the time, this geography is slowly moving down. and it is an invisible movement. By using kinetic sensors attached to the historical coke chimney, we can transfer these invisible topographical movements into a wheel system on top of the laboratory building. So this wheel system transfers these invisible movements into a spatial movement by using architecture. So people can experience these topographical movements on the ceiling of the laboratory. The second phase is remembering the voices of the valley, the soundscape. The museum building has a sound-conductive facade to conduct the environmental industrial sounds to interior space in a controlled way. And this is the detailed drawing of the sound-conductive facade. It has stainless steel tubes to conduct the environmental sounds to interior space in a controlled way. And also I propose to use weathering steel to trace the timing of the building and also the rainfalls, etc. So people in the museum can listen the environmental sound by using these acoustical instruments in the facade. So the third phase is reconstructing the memory of the earth, the coal formation. Firstly, the biowaste, such as insects and plant remains in the forest, are collected in the historical Varagel routes, and they are transferred by using the historical railroads in the existing area. So this biowaste is poured down into an underground receptacle in the laboratory. So the biowaste goes through the phases of accumulation, leakage, fossilization, and carbonization. So by using HDC system, this biowaste is transferred into a biocoal material by using heat and pressure. So the issues of the experimental phases are transferred to the museum building, and the biocoal material is transferred to the modeling lab. By using this biocoal material, an urban statue is built by using 3D printing techniques in the valley. This vertically growing statue can be harvested in time, so people can take tiny pieces of it, they can melt it and reuse it in another forms. And this is the vertically growing biocoal structure, so that we can have a new sustainable form of coal, the biocoal. To summarize this journey, the main goals of the project is revitalizing the abundant cultural heritages, using local resources and producing a new form of coal. And this is a small-scale simulation of the biocoal structure. Thank you for listening.